Hello, everyone. My name is MrMarcusWhite,
It's JT.
and we're your hosts for this chaotic, addicting podcast. Welcome to the comment section. We got a third co-host in the building today, and it's been a minute since we had three voices on this podcast, right, JT? It's been a long time.
True.
It's been a long time. And I always wanted to have a third co-host because I think it helps the conversation and flowing or whatever. So you might remember our guest from 2 months ago when he stepped in while JT was out, and he's back by my demand. Please welcome back Phillip Solomon. Hey, Phillip.
What is up? How are we doing today?
What's going on?
You know, I'm just out here killing it, trying to stay black, blessed, and problematic.
You are not problematic. Stop it.
Always.
He's
No, you're not.
problematic. He is problematic.
Phillip doesn't know that about me, so shut up.
Okay.
We are new
Very
friends.
problematic.
We are new friends, JT.
Oh,
For all he knows, I'm an angel, just like what he's seeing in this little
got to be
pixel.
more careful.
Yeah.
Phillip, how are you enjoying your newfound fame post Deal or No Deal Island?
It has been absolutely insane. I got recognized at the grocery store the other day, so you can say I've made it. I have made it. It's been really, really good. I've been doing a lot of fitness consulting and stuff for some really big magazines, publications. I got articles and photo shoots coming out the next 30 days or so. So I can't share anything just yet. But when I do, y'all will be the first ones to know. I will give you the exclusive, I promise.
I saw you did an ad for some shoe campaign. What was it? Was it autos?
Ooh, I don't even
That you remember.
Right? I don't. They're like, yo, listen, brand partnership. Will you do X, Y, and Z? I'm like, yes, I will. Sure.
That's exciting. Before we start recording, I said that you look beach ready. You have the pecs out. Were you just working out, or is this what your everyday attire?
Okay, so I am training for a bodybuilding competition in July. So the last time you saw me, I probably thrown on 8 pounds of just straight up muscle. This is
Good
just
for you.
what I look like now.
Good for you. Good for you. I hope you win it. You looking diesel. JT, he's a physical fitness instructor.
I can tell. It is very apparent. It's very apparent.
If you didn't know, if you can't tell.
Right.
Whatever.
I love the way he talks, though. So, yeah, I love the way he talks. It's very inviting.
Thank God. You know, I feel like you see these black reality personalities and you're like, I like you, but I don't know if I'd be friends with you. So if you're like, you know what? I feel warm, invited, included. That's all that matters. All right, good.
Mm-hmm.
I told you this when he came on the podcast 2 months ago, that you are different than all the other gay reality stars because you weren't really one of those, they cast flamboyant queens, let's just say that, on all these reality shows. Yes, sis, honey, and doing all the snapping fingers, me. So
you do not do all that. No,
I
you
don't.
do not.
But when I'm angry, I can't. You see me angry when I want to.
You still don't do it.
In my mind, I'm doing it. When I have to check a bitch, I feel all right, that's a good thing to know.
No,
but Phillip, you didn't do any of that, and I feel like you are different. You actually represented the gay black community very well when you did Islands, Deal or No Deal Islands Adventure. Is Islands Adventure this island?
It's just Island, but I mean, I tried to come at it with education, grace, empathy, compassion. That comes from 12 years of teaching. Regardless, without that 12 years of teaching middle school, I also grew up with a loud black mother. So without that, I wouldn't have had it. I would have definitely have been all up in the everything, screaming, clapping, so on and so forth. But I've held it in for so long now. I'm like, okay, that's the new lifestyle, the brand.
That's good. That's good. Any upcoming shows that you're doing? Anything that you could tell the people, or are you still working things out?
No upcoming shows because I can be upfront with you and say my official contract with the network expires in 3 to 4 months. So I can't do anything right now. But as soon as that is over, hopefully you will see me again very, very soon.
On the challenge. It's not on VH1 or MTV. We could get you on the challenge. I told you I'm going to try to get you on Bravo, some Bravo show, one of the charming Southern shows, whatever. See my connection.
I need it.
Yeah, Southern Charm.
It was the other day, actually, I saw Amir from Summer House Martha's Vineyard, because he also lives here in Austin as well.
He does?
Yeah, he's in Austin.
Oh, he's so good looking. He's still with that girl?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, damn. You know, I don't watch a show. I never watched that show, but I know of him, and he is really a good looking man. Try to cop a feel for me if you can next time you see him.
Okay,
Don't go to jail. Don't go to
hold on.
jail. Don't go to jail, Mr.
Don't go to jail for this man.
Don't go to
At the same
jail,
time,
Marcus.
That's a quick feel.
Summer House. They gave you, the people gave you a black Summer House, and you were still like, nah. Like, what?
No.
Come on.
No. Because only one season. I'm not a one season type of person.
Two. It was two.
Whoops.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
You know, I don't watch any of the other Bravo shows outside of the Housewives and Married to Medicine. All the other ones are just irrelevant. So, and you did tell me to I will give it a try, especially the black, because it's the Martha Vineyard one is the all black cast, right?
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
but like, you can't tell me that you stayed with the past 2 seasons of Married to Medicine and you're like, I have high standards all of a sudden, because no. That was not good. That was a steaming pile of not good.
I just felt like these are nobodies. Like, I'm not really, because I'm not a reality type of person. Like, I like scripted TV shows. And so, surprise, I'm not really into reality shows like that. It's all a disguise and it's all a lie for the money from Instagram.
All right, fine.
All a lie. But I appreciate you coming back on, friend. I said I wanted to have you on because you gave good conversation last time.
Of course.
I want to tell you something, JT, but I totally forgot to tell you. JT, over the weekend, I ended my sobriety. I know. Phillip, I was sober for 19 months. 19 months. And then over this past weekend, Mother's Day weekend, I took my aunt out. But JT, you know that I was trying to itch back in my way into drinking again. I just didn't know when and where.
Honestly, I'm not tripping too hard, only because like it's not like you were an alcoholic to begin with. So you know what I'm saying? I can see if you had like a problem falling all out in the clubs and stuff. But
Getting
like,
DUIs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Carrying Hugler and stuff. But like and you did it for, you know, like your friends who are no longer with us. So so I mean, it's still respectable, and I mean, I have no issue with it. Because I know you're still not going to overindulge irregardless of. So
No, but it felt weird when I took that sip. So I took my aunt out for Mother's Day, and $500, by the way. Ugh, disgusting. I wanted my card to be declined. Yes, for a Mother's Day dinner. Oh my God, it was. I took her to one of my favorite restaurants, but it's expensive. Anyway, so when she ordered wine, I'm like, you know what? I'll do a glass with you. So I ordered my Cabernet, and it was weird drinking it. I was like, oh my! I just felt like, because I haven't done it in 19 months. I was like, oh my God, this is so weird drinking wine. And I thought that maybe I'll get tipsy or drunk off of that one glass, but I didn't. So no major side effects. And it didn't make me feel any differently, but I'm back to drinking, people. So
hot take, red wine is not good. I'm sorry. I know
it was supposed to be healthy.
You could no. I don't mean good for you. I mean, like, it doesn't taste good. Like it. I drink it and I flash back to like every bar about mitts, but like that red wine is giving blood of Christ. Like they're like, yo, do you want to get some real quick? You're like, nah, I'm good. Like it actually tastes like the blood of that man. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm good.
He said the blood of that man. Look, I like Cabernet. Cabernet hits you after 2 glasses. You could be tipsy or drunk after 2 glasses. And it's dry. Dry wine hits you so much quicker than sweet wine. I'm not a Moscato person. I never was even Pinot is just too sweet for me. I like dry, just like my personality, dry. So
you here growing up in a black house not liking Moscato. All right, everyone, is this okay? Like, is he good still? Like, I don't know what's happening.
My card's been revoked. My card has been revoked. So I don't even have it back. So for you to take it. No, Moscato breaks me out. It's too sweet for me. It's way too sweet. I'm allergic to sugar. So it breaks my skin out. I can't do it. And it just tastes like, no one tastes like juice. It just tastes like a cotton ball. It's not even like, it's just too sweet.
I can't relate to none of this.
He doesn't drink, Phillip. He doesn't drink.
I don't drink or smoke. Never been high, never been tipsy, never been drunk. No.
You're not missing out on much. If you
I know.
If you're an upfront person, an honest person, you're not missing out.
Yeah.
Me.
And I don't think I'm going to be drinking like that all the time. Like, maybe just socially. Maybe not even that either.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update, JT, about I'm off the wagon again. Let me stop.
Oh Lord.
So context, Philip, I did it. I did the sobriety for my friend who passed away from alcoholism. So I agreed to do a year. So once I reached my year, that's why I kept going to like 19 months. But I just kept wanting to itch back into drinking, and I finally did it. So I don't know when I'm going to do it next, but yeah, I'm back to. If you see me drinking, people, I've said it. I ended my sobriety. All right, I don't want people thinking he's a fraud. He's been lying this time.
If you see her out in these streets, tequila shots from somewhere, be like, okay, he's off the wagon.
Yeah. Mind your business. Yes,
the
yes,
girls
exactly.
have gone wild, and we're ready.
And and put your camera phones away because I might flash you. You never know what will happen.
Oh man.
Show a little titty. All right, let's get into today's show because we have a lot to talk about, from the Sean Diddy Combs trial to Cassie's jaw-dropping testimonies to Halle Bailey's filing a restraining order against DDG, Tory Lanez getting stabbed, and the Menendez Brothers possibly getting parole, and then the BravoCon drama because, of course, So let's get this podcast started, you guys. Okay. So Sean Diddy Combs' trial officially began this past Monday. And I just want to remind everyone that he's facing some major charges: racketeering conspiracies, sex trafficking by force, fraud, and transportation for prostitution. Prosecutors allege that he ran a criminal enterprise to his companies like Bad Boy Entertainment and Combs Global, using threats, violence, and abuse to fulfill his sexual desires. This past Tuesday, Cassie, which is his ex-girlfriend of 10 plus years, took the stand and gave some explosive testimonies. I'm going to try to break it down for you all, but it's so much. Like, I have notes because she said so much shit when she took the stand. We're going to start with the freak-off parties. So Cassie described the freak-off parties orchestrated by Diddy that she claimed became her full-time job. So he pretty much arranged them and directed them as well. She said that she recorded over 100 songs, but only a few were released because Diddy didn't want her to focus on the music. He wanted her to focus on the parties. So when she wasn't participating in the party, she was recovering from either drugs or dehydration. And I always wondered why Cassie never released any more songs. I always wondered. She only has like 3 that I could think of, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's on Me and You.
One.
Kill Me Now.
What's another one?
Me Now.
Why? You don't like it?
I hate that song.
What?
You
have no taste.
Lord. Oh, I'm glad I don't have no taste then, because I hate that song.
That was a summer hit in like 06 or 07.
Oh, it used to hit me. Oh my God. Like, I do not like that song. Just the beat is traumatic.
It's an iconic beat. Are you kidding me?
Lord.
So I know that song. She has a King of Thieves. Do you know what I'm talking about, Philip?
No, I actually have to look through my own music library because I have a pretty extensive music library of and I don't even have that much by her.
She don't have that much song, right?
Ooh, right. She doesn't either.
I got Me and You and Long Way to Go. I love
a long way to go.
Want
to touch me? Want to feel me? Think twice because I got a long way to go. I butchered it, but it's something like that. Yeah.
That though. Yeah.
But now we have the answers of why she didn't release any new music. Diddy wanted her to focus on the sex parties. That hotel assault video, you remember that video that was shown to us in 2023 where we saw Diddy's assaulting Cassie? She testified about that attack, saying that she wanted to leave one of the parties early to attend the movie premiere of her movie, The Perfect Match. But Diddy was furious, and that's the movie premiere she was trying to go to, and that's why he snatched her back. She said that you are not allowed to leave the freak-off parties early at all. Everybody must finish, I guess, with the climax before you are to leave. And she had the movie premiere in 2 hours and at the time of that video. And he was angry, and that's what led to the assault. Wow. Cassie admitted to using multiple drugs: ketamine, cocaine, ecstasies, mushrooms, and even GHB, which is a date rape drug. And that was distributed at every party by Diddy to all the guests. She said that, some of the drugs helped her to disassociate herself from what's happening. That's why she took the ketamine, and the ecstasy made her feel aroused. And then she took the cocaine and the mushrooms just to also escape as well. It's kind of like crazy how she did all this shit and still living. I think I would have overdosed if I had to go to all these sex parties and take these drugs all the time.
Man, I would have been beat up so long ago because you gotta just fight me. Because
that's what was happening.
Okay, we gotta just fight every day until I'm out of here. Because, bro, like that is just a bit, not even a bit excessive. That's OD.
OD,
and that is some dark stuff. That's really dark.
It gets worse. Oh, this is just a cherry on top of the cake. So Cassie said Diddy was obsessed with everyone looking glistening, which is glowing with baby oil. So that's why he had a blow up pool filled with baby oil, and he made her get into the pool and apply baby oil to herself and to others who were participating in the activity. So everybody was put on baby oil every 5 minutes. And JT, remember our season 1 of this podcast, we were saying that there was drugs planted in the baby oil. Did you know that, Phillip? That he will put sedatives in the baby oil, so when you rub it in, you can, go to sleep or be lucid quicker than, taking medicine. Did you know that?
Like, who thinks of that?
I did not know. No.
A rapist.
Also, ew. Right, yeah, also that.
A monster.
Like,
a monster. She then talks about Diddy urinating on her and making other men urinate in her mouth, and she often choked from all the urine that was coming in her mouth, and she thought it was really disgusting, but she was forced to do this. He yelled at one sex worker for urinating too fast in her mouth, and he demanded that they do it slowly because he wanted to just, I guess it was pleasuring to watch someone pee on Cassie, which is so weird. Who wants to see, like, is this, how do you love somebody and then want them to...
That man is going to hell, bro.
Listen to this. So Diddy then reportedly, Cassie said that he would make her call him Pop Pop. Pop Pop is a name that she used to use for her grandfather, and when he found that out, he thought that would be a good name for her to call him. So she had to refer to him as Pop Pop. How do you do this? How do you do that? Then lastly, Cassie testified that she developed frequent UTIs and painful mouth sores, often due to the abuse and drug use. And she used opioids to numb the pain. But the mouth sores were from all the oral sex that she was made to do. Wow. It's a lot.
So I've done some research, and don't get me wrong, there is nothing positive about this man, so let's not try and spin it that way. But what I will say is, I thought in really getting the description, it was going to be so much about like his actions and what Diddy himself was doing. But the more I read it, it was more of like a voyeurism situation where he would hire sex workers to have sex with her and do all these things to her and with her, and he would just kind of like sit in the room as a spectator and witness it all, which somehow makes it better and worse at the same time. I like haven't figured out which one it is, but I was like, oh, I thought he was more of, I don't want to say he didn't participate ever, but but I thought it was more of like an active, like he was in it, he was kind of running it. He just kind of sat there in a chair and watched a lot of it, which like, ick, number one. But number two, that means that there are some really big psychological, spiritual demons that this man is going through. Because if he's not even getting the physical out of it, he just gets to watch people disrespect this woman, and he's into that. You have some other things you need to work through, obviously.
Yeah. Well, they said that he has the voyeurism fantasy, which is a fantasy of watching other people have sex in front of you, which I never even heard. I might be pronouncing that name incorrectly, but I guess it's, like I said, it's when you are watching other people have sex with your partner in front of you. And I never heard of that before. I thought that was just called swingers.
Because the original term is voyeur for people who are watching and stuff like that. So I think that is.
They're called voyeurs? I never heard of that either.
Like voyeurs, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You never even heard of that? Oh, you are so cute.
Well, thank you. No, I mean, I just thought that was just being a freako. I didn't know that was a name to it. Voyeurism is not freaky. No, if you're just watching people have sex, I just thought you a freako. Or swingers, or just, I don't know. But that's what they are saying that he has. And during this entire confession, so she spent 2 days in trial on saying her testimony. His kids was present the entire time, which is so odd that he will want his family hearing all the things that Cassie experienced. Like even his younger daughters were in the room with them. But he banned Cassie's husband.
I think they were saying that his mom wanted his daughters in there as well too. I'm just like, why do you want them? They are not. I don't care if they're 13, 18, even 21. I feel like that's still a bit much because no.
I mean, I guess they're going to hear about it regardless through the media. Everyone has a phone nowadays, and I'm sure they have the alerts.
Not gonna lie to you, I'd rather them hear through social media and other people, because to sit in a courtroom, and keep in mind, the courtroom, they were showing videos and images and stuff. This is a lot. That's a lot for you to see your dad. And I'd rather hear that Marcus or one of my close friends are a serial killer, opposed to sitting in a courtroom looking at the autopsy photos of of the aftermath of what you did. I know I'm gonna hear about it, but it's another thing in seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna open your lens up to a whole nother outlook of who this person is. You know what I'm saying? That you see as your dad, your friend, or whoever. So yeah, they shouldn't have.
But do you think they witnessed it themselves though? They had to.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
You mean like him doing actual acts? I don't think so.
I mean, there had to be abusive behavior somewhere, but I think this entire situation really brings us down like a black hole, for lack of a better term. Anyway, really brings us down a black hole. The idea of like a lot of this was done with power, and it brings us into that celebrity misogyny, the idea that he just likes torturing this woman. And even in Cassie talking about all of this via testimony, she was like, I knew that it had to end. One of the big red flags for me, which, like, don't get me wrong, there were a million red flags before this, but she was like, he was watching a video of this freak off on a commercial flight where she was like, are you insane? Like, watching it on a computer where other people could see it as well. And she was like, I knew then and then it had to. I'm like, okay, so number one, we knew before then, but like also a lot of it was really about power. And so although I don't love the idea of his kids necessarily being in the room to hear it, I am a firm believer in contemporary American society that we don't believe women when we read it or we hear it secondhand. And sometimes we need to hear those gross and disgusting things come from their mouths so that it's more than the words. We're hearing the voice. We're seeing the tears. We're seeing everything so that for us, it finally feels like a real issue.
Well, they're trying to flip it on her. They're trying to say that she wanted all that too. And Diddy provided text messages where Cassie was saying, I need to fuck, or I need your dick, whatever. And she was like, yeah, that was to my boyfriend. That didn't mean I want dick from other people.
Exactly.
I want dick from him.
Excuse me?
And then the sex worker that urinated her mouth was also present in court and testified too, saying that Cassie asked him to do that to her. And she said that was because Diddy told me to ask him. But they're trying to flip it on her to make it seem like she wanted it and she was in for the fun. But she will never have even started, because she's the reason why this trial is even existing, because she's the one who took it to trial back in 2023, and he gave her hush money, but the other witnesses, the other victims came forward, and that's how he got persecuted. Can't talk today. I don't think she's making it up, and I don't think what's the benefit for her. She's not in it for the money, you know. She wants the justice. But by the way, his 3 oldest sons were present for all of it too, because they're the ones.
I'm sure.
Remember JT? Well, JT, we talked about it. Remember, they were recruiting the young girls for these parties, and then they were putting drugs allegedly in the drinks of the young girls. I'm surprised that they haven't got arrested yet.
I think one of them did. I think, right?
I thought they got questioned, but they need to be sharing a cell with their father. Honestly, everyone who worked for that enterprise needs to be in jail. Everyone, even though that's your boss and you're just doing what you were told by your boss, you know it's illegal to date rape somebody and to recruit underage females and males. All right, to your father's party so they can have sex with them. Come on, they all should be in jail.
Also think about how many people are in that close knit R. Kelly's circle that have done a million interviews, and we're all watching them being like, why aren't you arrested too? Every single time. I'm like, wait, so how are you okay? And like,
it makes no sense. Makes no sense.
I just don't understand. But I guess because they're willing to come forward and share this information, maybe they're not like as accountable, but like for you, me, and the average American, they should still be very much accountable for their actions, always.
Right.
Now, if Diddy gets sentenced for life, which I think he will, I would throw everyone under the bus. Every celebrity who I would throw everybody
Let me tell you
under
something.
the bus.
Call me Mariah Carey because I'm singing. You hear me? Singing.
Look, I would throw any from Jay-Z allegedly to Pharrell Williams. Everyone's getting thrown under the bus, and I'm surprised that he hasn't so far. I'm surprised that Hollywood is still Hollywooding. I thought that it would have been in shambles. I didn't think BET Awards was going to happen in a month. I thought it would be canceled because they all be in jail. If that makes sense. Really did. He's holding out longer than I would have. I'll say that. All right. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep you guys up to date with the trial. It's still continuing. I'm sure that new information will be released by the time this podcast is released. But next week we'll have more of the trial. So.
Okay, but just like from a Black culture perspective, I'm sorry. From a Black culture perspective, do you not smirk a little bit every time some old ass vanilla villager uses the term freak off? Because I do every time. I still smirk a little bit. I'm like, it's in court documents. If you told me in 2025 some old white man would be questioning the singer of Me and You about freak offs, I would be like, I have no idea what is happening right now. What is America right now?
All right, Phillip. If you didn't know the Diddy situation and Diddy is still not charged, since you're in the entertainment business. I mean, if you were in the entertainment business and Diddy wasn't in jail right now, would you go to a freak off if you got invited?
Absolutely not. I think, no, because like for me, I'm like a pretty vanilla person when it comes to stuff like that. So as soon I don't want a blindfold, I don't want a toy, I don't want a handcuff. No, absolutely not. Like I need to be present, pleasant, and aware of what is happening. So no, I don't want drugs. As soon as you inflate a pool, I'm out.
I agree.
Get out of here. Out here inflating a pool for children. Do you know who swims in that? Children.
With baby oil. All right, he inflated it with baby oil. All baby. Can you imagine seeing a pool filled with baby oil? That is sick.
I mean, y'all can tell. I love
slippery.
A good moisturizer, but no.
Because how do you get out the pool walking? You can't even walk with lubed up with baby oil. That's slippery. How do you do that? Yeah, that's interesting. Me and JT said it when this trial first came about, and I would only attend to be nosy. I would just want to know what goes on. I would be on my Barbara Walters shit. All right. I went to one sex party in New York City 3 years ago. Never been. My friend took me. He lied to me where we were going. So we walked in, and I said this on a podcast before. My friend stripped down naked when we walked in. I was like, what is happening? It was like a regular bar. And so I was on my Barbara Walters shit. I was just eyeballing people, having conversations, interviewing people. Because I'm like, this is something that y'all do on the regular. It was like a Tuesday night. It was packed too. Like it was a regular bar. People drinking while getting a blowjob or fucking on the counter. It was just really, I've never seen anything like it before. So I can only imagine that's how Diddy's party will probably go down. But I would have went just to be a fly on the wall.
Honestly, that's fair. I've been to clubs and bars and events like that where initially everyone's either all in or all out. But I'm like you. I'm like, I'm not in or out. I'm just here. I'm like, okay, I see what's happening here. I am an investigative journalist in that moment.
You know who I met there? I can't remember if I said this on the podcast. So I know I told you, JT. I met Shirley Ralph's nephew there, and he was on a Baldwin Hills at one point in time. Because I recognized him. I was like, "What are you doing?" Well, I was like, "Oh, I know why you're here. I know why you're here." But we talked the entire time. We talked for 40 minutes, and then he went to the basement where all the freak things were happening, and I just stayed upstairs.
I mean, the only thing that would have made that story better is if you met Shirley Ralph there. I would have been like, okay.
Now I would have been like, girl, what you doing? I don't think females are allowed. It was all for gay men only.
Listen, I will never forgive her for not letting Lauryn Hill sing in the choir. I'm not over it still. I'm not over it. She told that girl to go to her room. And no, I don't want it.
I never liked her just because of how strict she was with Moesha. I could never like her. And then, older I was like, okay, she was right about a lot of things, but she was just so strict for Black
people. She was our mother from like
who didn't play
to like 2005. Like she was our mom. Done.
Yeah.
Like she was in every movie, every TV show. I was like, she's not about to let whoever it is do whatever it is on whatever it was every time.
It's just but I love her now. Hey Shirley, Ralph, and hey nephew. I really should have did something in the basement with him because he was cute. I should have. Shut up, JT. All right, no one asked for your little side opinions. There's not one artist that you would do something on the quick whim if you saw them in person. No one. You're lying. You don't want to say it to the people. No. You are.
No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
Phillip, you anybody come?
Hold up. Yes, it is.
Everybody.
Yes, it is.
Everybody.
Yes, it is.
Who is it, JT? Who?
I'll tell y'all off camera.
Oh, whoa, Phillip, you said everybody. Well, name one person in particular.
No, like everybody. Like I am. I'll try anything and anyone once. You're fine. You're good.
Oh.
You are going to be at that Diddy's party. You would have been it. All right, moving on to the next subject. Singer, I always say her name wrong. Singer Halle Bailey?
Halle Bailey.
Halle, I always want to say, obviously, Halle Bailey.
You can say, yeah.
Is it Halle or Halle?
I think it's Halle.
Halle? All right.
I think it's Halle. And
I think
Halle, yeah.
Halle.
But because her and Halle Berry have the same name, but it's really how you pronounce the name after, which tells you who you like. You're like Halle Bailey, and you're like, got it. Okay, yeah, got it.
Right.
I always say T and Tamir for her because I always think that her and her sister look so much alike. They could be twins.
I think that for a long time too.
I thought they were twins for a solid year, solid year.
Yeah, their grownish days. I thought they were twins.
Oh, I forgot they were on Grownish. Oh my God, I forgot all about them being on Grownish. So Halle Bailey has filed her restraining order against her boyfriend Diddy, who is also the father of her child. According to Halle, Diddy has been violent since their split of last year. And one incident from this past January, she said he was verbally abusive to her while she was strapping in her baby car seat. Then he slammed her face in the steering wheel, chipping her tooth, and then pulled her hair, and they got to tussling and on the ground. She said in March, Diddy allegedly broke into her home while she was out and sent her a picture of her bed, accusing her of cheating with another man, and then days later smashed her Ring camera and lashed out when she wouldn't send their sick child with him. Halle is seeking full legal and physical custody of their child, and Diddy has been ordered to stay away until the next hearing on June 6th. I was shocked that he did all that to her. He doesn't seem like that type of. I don't know him, right. But he doesn't seem like that type of person. He doesn't seem like that type of person.
Oh, he does, because unfortunately, I love her. I love her down, but everything she's going through now, when I tell you everyone called it when they first started dating.
You said it. You did say that years ago. You did say it years ago. You did say it. I remember now.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. My baby girl, I Little Mermaid, she going out bad. Like, real bad. Yeah. Like, this is not, and then currently right now, that's what I'm looking at. Brent Faiyaz and DDG are arguing on Twitter. Like, it's just a lot. Like,
who?
I'm sorry.
What's the first one?
Brent Faiyaz. He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
He's under Kendrick for me. But because that's what they were saying, DDG was seeing that Halle was texting him or whatever. He tweeted Brent Faiyaz tweeted a picture of him and Halle and said, "What's up, DDG?" It's given very much, "Hey Drake, I hear you like I'm young." So that's what it's given. But
interesting.
But no, I just feel like DDG, Halle has always been. I mean, come on, this is one of Beyonce's prodigies. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt, unfortunately, you never want to say that someone is too good for someone, but I feel like when you have standards, some things you can just say, that's just not good for me, or I'm just too good for that. And I feel like that's reason enough. And I feel like she definitely settled with DDG. You settled. Like, you were always employed. And I'm not talking about no little ABC 1, 2, 3 hooked on phonics stuff like DDG be doing. I mean, she's booked through Beyonce, ABC, Family with the Grownish thing with Freeform. And then out of all things, the Black Little Mermaid. I mean, my God, you know what I'm saying?
Like, off of that.
And then you and your sister, right? Then you and your sister make good music, so people like that too. It's just you had so many things going for you, but you settled for a YouTube streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's from YouTube.
Yes, he's not important.
I didn't know that. I know nothing about this kid. Nothing.
He don't either.
I was going to say, you're not really missing out on much. What I will say is that one thing I will applaud her for is her professional moves.
Very much
since
so.
This happened have been probably the smartest that we've seen in a while as far as women of color making good choices. He abused her that day, and she sat her black ass right in that car and said, if you're going to your mother's house, then we're all going, and sat in that car and then got to the mother's house and then said, look what your son just did to me. That's what she did. And I was like, okay, right. That's fair. Like, she did not just let that man pull off with her child. So that's good. And then she
really went to the mama's house, or you just making a joke?
No, like that's what, like he had picked up the child and she was buckling the child in, and that's when he abused her, assaulted her, whatever else, and she sat right in that car and said, okay, drive. And so she got to the in-laws house and was like, this is what he did, and if you don't watch this child, I'm not letting you have this child. And so
my God,
the in-law was like, okay, I got you, no worries. And then while all of that was going down, she has since filed a restraining order and not allowed him to like stream or tweet about her, and has gotten the legal clearance to take her child with her to Paris, I want to say, and shoot a movie for 18 months. So like, here's what I will say. She made the mistake. I have no idea. She made the mistake, but I feel like all the things that she's done since then have objectively been in the interest of her child.
Very much so.
Cool. I agree.
And she's not one of those ones that go out and just be, doing all the tweeting and just putting all her business, adding more fuel to it. Like, no.
Because many people would, especially if you get into a physical altercation with your baby daddy, especially since this being back in January, people would go on live on their Instagram page and just, air out their business. She kept it in all these months until, she took it to court. And then TMZ picked it up. She didn't release it. TMZ actually found out. How do they be finding out about this shit, like in court? Like, how do they be finding out when people be
majority of the time court documents, it does be like open for whoever though.
But how do they just be Googling this? Like, how does it come up on their docket, like for TMZ?
I feel like it's one of those things where, because no matter how much me or Phillip like an artist or don't like an artist, it's always going to be some obsessed, like, crazy fan base out there for said artist or actor or whoever. So it may be some, like me with Janet. I may be out there just Googling, schmoogling, and I see something about Janet. I'm just like, oh, what? Wait. And I want to make this bigger. I can send it to TMZ or, you know what I'm saying? Keep tweeting enough. And then TMZ is just like, wait a minute, this is trending. Let's see, is this true? And once they find out it's true, could they have more people to go in and do that hard research and stuff like that? So I think it's just one of those.
Shout out to all the stalkers. Yeah, I always wonder.
I was about to say, I could care less.
I also wonder when TMZ get those 911 calls if someone's like found unresponsive. Like, how do they be knowing? Like, the person's not even at the hospital and they be like, so and so was found unresponsive. Like, how do y'all be knowing this inside stuff? It's just so crazy.
There are probably calls to the police and things that we don't realize are public record that are, and it's probably the easiest with singers and actors just because a lot, like 98% of them are using their legal names. So if in let's say Los Angeles, there's a formal legal complaint against Beyonce Knowles Carter, it's not like we're going to be like, oh, the other one. No, like we know who it is. So in turn, I think as the names come through, there are people on TMZ that check that every day. As it comes through, they say, okay, what is public? What can we bring out? So on and so forth. And when things are sealed, you can't really do much. When they're unsealed and public record, you could look in there. And I say this as someone who, again, forgive me, I heard a rumor that my neighbor over here had like a legal altercation. I looked that shit right up and it was all public knowledge. I found out the date he was arrested and shit. Like, you can look up anything. Like, it's all in there. And so in turn, I think that there is more of the legal system that is public than we know.
I need to look up my neighbors, see what they up to, see if I got some dirt on them.
Do it. Look it up.
I found, you know what I did a couple weeks ago? I finally went to go look at the sex offenders list and the people in my area, and I was shocked how many I got in my area. Shocked. And I knew one person off of it. But I was like, whoa. But I already knew that he was a sex offender because he went to jail for it. But interesting. I hope that Halle gets the help and full custody of her son. And DDG, what does that even stand for? What does that mean?
We don't know. He don't
even care. I don't care.
Right.
And he's a rap. Do I know any of his songs? He's a rapper, right?
No, he doesn't know his songs either.
Interesting. So he really is a nobody.
No. And he's not important. Like,
damn.
This is the most conversation he's probably gotten right now. Let's go to the next one.
In my JT voice, you gotta be more careful.
Got to be more careful.
Exactly. Tory Lanez. All right, he's recovering after being stabbed 14 times in prison. For reminder, he's serving 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot back in 2020. According to an Instagram post from his team, Tory was stabbed 7 times in the back, 4 times in the torso, 2 times in the back of the head, and once in the face. Both lungs did collapse, and he was on a breathing machine, but he is now breathing on his own. Karma? What do we say?
No. Can we just acknowledge that, bro? One little shank. Okay, cool. You in jail. 14 times, they tried to kill you. Like, that was attempted murder. Like, bro.
Fool me once. Sure, fool me 14 times? I don't know what to tell you. You made somebody mad for 14 times. You made somebody mad.
Yeah, Tory is like a cockroach. He just won't die. Like, I like that. Like, bro, that's insane, bro.
And they did it at 7 in the morning, too. As soon as you wake up.
That is too early to be doing all
that. They started at
7:20 a.m.
It went down. It was done.
It was done real quick. The man who attacked him, his name is Santino Cassio, and he is currently serving life in prison for murder. So they got the right person to do the job.
Mm-hmm. He was like, "Yep, that's my brand."
Oh. I know for sure now that Tory is probably going to be in isolation for the remainder of his sentence if he has a hit out on him, because most celebrities are in isolation for their sentencing. Like the guy from that 70s show, I forgot his name. Do you know who I'm talking about? Who's in jail? Yeah. He's in isolation right now. But you know, he's serving like 40, 50 years in jail. And so is Yolanda, who killed Selena. Oh. She's been in isolation for a long time as well.
We don't even talk about her because I feel like anyway.
Did we talk about her or no? Did we not talk about her?
I hope not.
I thought we did.
I hope
she was trying to get out, but she was denied.
She was denied because as America, we still mad. Want to know how
mad we are? We're on your neck if we can find it.
How mad we are? The actress that played her in the movie has only gotten one job since. That's how mad we are. I'm still mad at that actress. That I was like, you know what? No.
She's not had one job. She was on Desperate Housewives.
She's done one job since Selena because America was like, no, you killed Jennifer Lopez, and she's like, she's right there. I'm like, no, you killed Jennifer. They throw the rose.
We can't get to her, so we on you.
It's because I'm dream, and I'm like, no, like I can't do it. I'm still
remember in the scene, she's like, I want to talk to my mother. Selena's one of my favorite movies. I can watch it. Phillip, JT's never seen it. He's never seen it, Phillip.
I can't make myself watch that. I saw one time. No, it's not the fact that I just can't watch it because I feel like it's too sad. Like it's
not. I mean, yeah, she dies at the end, but the whole movie is like, it's upbeat, and her music really makes the movie. It's so fun and dancing, and it taught me Spanish. Come on the floor.
I can still sing all those songs.
Me too.
I am out here pretending that I am Latino as hell. As soon as it comes on, like beady beady bum, I have no.
I was just about to say we can beady bum bum to the next one because I'm not watching that movie. I was 11 years old.
It shook me to my core. They threw the rose, and I was like, "How come? Nope, shook me to the core. I'm still mad.
Why couldn't she catch the rose? Why couldn't she just catch it? Just catch the fucking rose.
Every day.
By the way,
I went all the way, and you're like, I can't do this every time.
They picked the perfect song for the ending. The perfect song. A tearjerker. A fucking tearjerker.
That song made me so fucking sad. Oof.
That's a love song I would love to like dance at my wedding.
Better you than me, I'll be crying like hell.
It's a love song. I mean, it's just all about finally being with the partner of your dreams and finally falling in love.
You know, I heard that song for the first time back in 2019.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Because at my job, they were playing on the radio, and I said, oh, this is such a beautiful song. I Shazammed it. Went home, went to see the video, and they was like, Selena. I said, oh, Selena. Because I never heard really any of her music like that. So I'll go and they were like, I'm dreaming of you singing from the Selena movie. I said, let me watch. I said, what the hell did I do that for? So now I associate that song. I should just left it with just the audio.
What about I Will Always Fall in Love with You? What's the title of that song, Phillip?
I will. Yeah.
Oh, I Will Fall in Love with You.
Yeah.
You ever heard that one, JT?
No.
With you, baby. No?
No.
I could fall in love. And you're like, yeah.
Fall in love.
No.
I could fall in love.
So good.
You need to watch it, all right? You need to watch it. When I come back down to Atlanta, that's what we're watching. We're watching Selena.
We're not watching Selena.
Yes, we are. We're watching it. Because everyone loves Selena's with an S at the end.
I will fly into Atlanta to watch it with you, even though Atlanta is America's least favorite airport. I have never had a more unpleasant airport experience than Atlanta, but
you are right. You are so right.
From the airport, I will swing in to watch that movie with y'all.
Movie night at JT's house. Let's do it. All right, moving on to the next subject. So 30 years after their sentence, Eric and Lyle Menendez may finally see freedom. This week, a California judge reduced their sentence from life without parole to 50 years to life, making them immediately eligible for parole. Just for a quick recap, in 1989, the brothers killed their parents. Lyle was 21. Eric was 18 at the time, and they claimed self-defense after years of sexually being abused by their father, but the persecutors argued that it was for their multi-million inheritance. A lot of fans are happy that they may finally get out, because a lot of fans have really been voicing for them to get parole, considering that Netflix TV show and all the multiple movies that has been made about them. Thoughts?
Okay. They're white. Come on.
I mean, you're not wrong. I watched the Netflix special. I thought Ryan Murphy did a really good job, but the same way that everyone was obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer for a year, that you're like, he's still like murdered and ate all those people, right? Like he ate them.
Right.
And so
they were obsessed in a good way, were they? I don't think people were obsessed with Jeffrey.
It wasn't obsessed in a good way, but more like glamorizing it, of being like,
they was definitely glamorizing it.
Hot murderer. And I'm like, okay, like we made this. I will say the Menendez thing came right at the time when you can tell they were doing the script for this season of You? When everyone was like, Joe Goldberg is so hot, even though he murders people. And you're like, no, that's not okay. Like that for me is a deal breaker. Like I can't get past that. And the idea that I don't necessarily have an answer, but as someone who has never been the victim of sexual abuse or sexual assault, it's hard for me to reason out murder, let's say years later, completely unrelated to that sexual assault, and then say, well, because they messed me up so bad a few years ago, eventually I just thought I should murder them. And I'm like, okay.
And that's why I didn't agree with it. That's exactly why I didn't agree with it.
Right. It's hard to kind of make it apples and apples. But again, it's hard for me because I, thank God, obviously, have not been a victim of that. So I don't know the psychological mindset that goes into it. But I will say that that's where it gets weird and where people want to argue it, of being like, so you were assaulted and that was an awful thing, but you put more awful things into the world by murdering your parents, and then you got millions of dollars off of it and had no problem spending all of that money. So it's
very
hard.
Quickly too. Very quickly. Fast. I mean, they were just buying things left and right, and didn't they kind of run out of it too? They don't have any money left.
They don't. They didn't even do the inflatable full of oil. They used the real pool, just oil, baby oils everywhere. It was in a real pool. It was real. I heard
they were throwing Diddy parties before Diddy was throwing Diddy.
I hate that.
Allegedly. I don't want to get into it. Allegedly.
They're already in trouble. They're already in jail. So are you guys here for them getting out? What do you guys stay in, stay out? What do you guys think?
Stay in. Just like I feel like Gypsy Rose should still be in jail too.
What?
I do.
No, see, I don't agree with you on that one.
At the end of the day, granted, she was done wrong. I understand. I get it. You know, her mom did her bad. I get it. But at the end of the day, the crime is the crime, and you did the crime. Just like when she did that interview, and they were just like, "How do you feel about you getting free? You know, get another chance at life and stuff?" And the guy, I forget his name now, that helped her kill her
Peter
mom
Griffin.
and stuff like.
Not that guy.
No.
The
guy that actually did the killing and stuff. And she was just like, "Well, I did my time, and now he has to do his, and that's just that." No, you should be in jail
because he's in jail for life. He got life
for life.
With no
he's
parole.
Not getting out at all. Like I just don't. I don't. To me, I'm sorry. Like because I don't care what no one says. People can go back and forth about, black people always feel like they're the victims or whatever. I promise you, if those Menendez brothers, if there was two black brothers, it wouldn't even be up for conversation about them getting out of jail. It wouldn't even be up for debate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it was Jeffrey Dahmer, it would not even be glamorized. It would just be literally considered what Ryan Murphy has titled the series, Monsters. Like it's all that privilege. Like no, I'm sorry, stay in jail.
I agree. Stay in jail. Phillip,
yeah.
in jail or you want them out?
I mean, if they were Jaquan and Jamal Menendez, we would not be having this discussion. So
what's the names again? Nuh-uh.
Jaquan and Jamal. I hate the name start with a J. I hate when the name start with a J though. Hold up. That's close to me. Hold up.
Allegedly.
Shut up.
Phillip, you should have said Jatarius. That's his name.
No. No.
Jaquan.
No.
That is
What's so funny is that's my brother on my dad's side's name.
No, you leave him alone. You leave that man out of this.
And another fun fact, he actually did get arrested.
Allegedly, he got arrested. It's not real. Like, we don't know. We can't speak on it.
Jaquan, why, Jaquan? Why, Jaquan? Why?
I'll show you a picture of him.
From, Phillip? No, don't do that.
I made it up. But if you want to donate justice for Jaquan, you'll see a hashtag down at the bottom. You could go fund me. We could do it. That's fine. Allegedly.
Well, the Menendez brothers, we all want you to stay in, but I think they're going to be getting out soon. So, just hide your parents for them, all right? Hide your parents.
Honestly, yes.
All right, last subject. BravoCon tickets. JT, I didn't tell you about this. BravoCon is having their event this upcoming November. This year it takes place in Las Vegas from November 14th to the 16th, and tickets go on sale June 6th, but fans are shaking their heads about the prices of the tickets. General admission starts at $672.61.
I'm not paying that.
And this includes all 3 days, photo ops, shopping experience, and a Bravo theme activity. Like, really, Bravo? That's what you're selling? That's the advantage of getting this general admission tickets. VIP ticket starts at $1,000, $463.52. Only just to have a VIP fast lane entry to everything I said. That's it.
And the sad part about it, all three of us, I'm pretty sure we have the funds, but that's not worth the funds.
It's not
better you than me. I got the money. It's just that's not worth that for me.
I got a hot take. I think I want to go. I think I want to go once to be like, okay, those are the things that I did. But the only reason that I would go, and I'm going to flex on you a little bit, with the little clout that I have from the show, I can't get tickets for free. But what I have realized is when I go places, I do get like a VIP upgrade or like an upgrade onto something that I'm already at because people know who I am. So like I would go regular ticket and see if like maybe someone in the Bravo universe watches the show and I could just like hop on up there. So like I would say that like the only reason I would go is to do it one time and also to get like to just see if the clout is clouding if I just like happen to go to Las Vegas on that weekend.
I'm only going if I get free tickets, Bravo.
It seems like Vegas lately has been like a hot spot for everything. I mean,
it always has been though. It's Vegas.
No, I mean, I know. I'm just saying, like as of late, it seems like a lot of award shows has just been picking Vegas as the destination.
What's the award show that's in Vegas besides the porn awards?
Wasn't the Grammys just in Vegas? The Grammys were in Vegas, I think. The American Music
WrestleMania was like 3 weeks ago, but it's because of the availability of hotels. They had BravoCon when it was in New York. The issue was, we know on an off weekend, on a Wednesday, you're trying to find a hotel in New York City and it's $400, $500. But because if it's on the Las Vegas Strip, you can literally stay anywhere and still walk there. In New York, you had people that were like, I can't afford a hotel room that's any closer than Brooklyn or Queens and shit. And like, it wasn't a great venue for like an audience. Whereas in Las Vegas, they can it's at Caesars. All the rooms there are probably already gone, but still, I haven't looked. But I will say that I looked for flights day before yesterday, and they were only like a couple $100s. Like, so like the numbers are low enough, and depending on where you want to stay, you could probably swing it and make it work. The actual tickets for the event are the most expensive part of the whole thing right now. Yeah.
But you got to think about the hotel. You got to pay for the hotel, the plane ticket, and for food too. That's money. You're easily spending like close to $2,000 just to sit in the audience and look at some reality TV stars. That's nothing. I don't like crowds like that. Like, I'm not a crowd person. That's why I've never been.
So they're not performing or nothing. Like,
so you have to. I forgot to mention this too. You have to also to go to Watch What Happens Live, which is also being filmed at all 3 days of BravoCon. That's additional, another ticket, and that's not even on sale yet. We don't even know the prices for that. But last year it was like $150 for one seat. So I'm only assuming it's going to be more or just as equal as what it was or 2 years ago. I should say.
Bro,
I'm not interested.
Cowboy Carter is right there. If I'm gonna give $1,000 some dollars, I'm giving it to Cowboy Carter. I'm not.
Are we going?
I'm not going to that.
You're such a hater. I'm going to go.
Honestly, no, for real though. If you come to Atlanta, I'm not paying.
No, come with me. I told you where I'm going to.
I'm not traveling for
people. Her. What? I'm going to Vegas to see her in July.
I'm going in Houston because I'm already here.
Right.
He's gonna be at the Poppy show.
That's in June.
Atlanta.
28th.
I would go to the one in Atlanta.
I was looking at that one, but the tickets are way too high. The one in Vegas is so much cheaper, and you can get floor seats for $300. Where in Houston, you're spending like $2,000.
When is that show?
I told you this, JT. It's the 26th. Me and Ahmad are going. Ahmad of July. You said you were moving, so that's why you couldn't come.
I was about to say that's close to mine. Yeah.
But no, it's $300 for floor seats. So me and Ahmad are trying to figure out where we're going to sit because Ahmad said he wants to come now. So I'm like, all right, cool. Because I was going to go by myself, Phillip. I was like,
$300 is not bad for floor seats, though. It's really not bad.
But yeah, so I won't be there, Bravo, unless you give me free. I'm going to say that one more time for Bravo. Unless you give me free tickets.
I need to find someone on some podcast that I'm on at some point to be like, okay, but do you need a +1? Do you need someone to record you while you're doing all these interviews? I will gladly be there for 3 days and work my ass off. That's fine. Like, I'm good.
So will it be bad if Melissa Gorga, I don't know if we're friends, but we chat here and there. Will it be bad if I ask if I can go with her?
I mean,
I never used.
Is now
what you to me? I love to take a chance.
Right? She's attached to that new Housewives wife swap thing. Like, she will be on TV again. Which, by the way, I know this was not on the list, but like New York, New Jersey, what the hell is happening in the Northeast, Rhode Island? Here's what I will say.
Rhode Island
I've done a little bit of Rhode Island research. The new women are giving New Jersey season 1 through 3. They look Italian as hell. They are bright orange. Their hair is jet black. Like, they're giving old school, like New Jersey, like what it was, not what it became. They are giving if you took Teresa times heaven, and you're like, oh, that's what they're doing. I mean,
they look ratchet.
I thought one of the girls was black, and I clicked around a little bit, and I was like, no.
Spray tan. Heavily spray tan. She got a bad spray tan, but she's married to a black man, so I don't know why didn't he tell her that's too much tan on your body? But it's. I told JT last week that they all look like meth heads to me. They all look like they're on meth, and allegedly. Well, no, they do look like they're on meth. There's no alleged to that. They look like they're on meth. That's how they look. No, allegedly they appear like meth heads with like less teeth, with like big Jersey hairdos. I have to see a trailer to judge if I'm going to watch Rhode Island. But Rhode Island, I've never been. I never even knew people even go to Rhode Island. There's nothing in Rhode Island. That's a random city for them just to pick. Housewives of Rhode Island. Like, that is one of the sores in Cassie's mouth. Ew. Like, ew. So that's all I think about it. That's it. And for New York and New Jersey, if they never come back, they never come back. We had 15 years of both series. We had fun with them. And the fun is over. All good things must come to an end. You know?
I think New York is at a good spot. They are casting. Papa Andy said they should be shooting in August.
Don't believe it. Do not believe it.
But the thing is, I saw the casting notice like a couple months ago because I
did too. I saw it. Yeah.
I think a couple of these Summer House girls will be making that transition, which again, rightfully so, because they're like 38, 39 years old. It's Housewives time. We can't be doing every weekend in the Hamptons anymore. So like, I do believe that might be what revitalizes the franchise because people will be like, I know them, but also I guess we also have to wait and see what this next gen NYC thing is because I guess if that takes off, they don't really need it. There's a lot of different things at play right now.
We're not watching that.
I don't want to.
Well, JT's watching. I'm not watching.
I'm giving it the first 2-3 episodes. Damn.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Love Hotel. That I was like, okay, I'm on episode 3 and I'm still not impressed, but.
When does it come on again? The generation thing? When's it come on again?
It's a next gen NYC, which I was like, okay, number one, I don't even love the name, but okay, I'll take it.
When does it come?
They stole it from our friend. Mr. Ray. Yeah, they stole it from our friend. June 3rd. June 3rd.
June 3rd. I'll watch it. Okay. I'll come back and report it.
Not interested at all whatsoever. Riley needs a new wig. And Gia needs to shut the fuck up. She acts like she's like 20. She acts like she's 28 and she's 21. I don't want to see 20-year-old kids in their group of friends. Nipple babies. The only one I'm interested in Damon Dash's daughter. She's one of them. One of the kids. I'm interested in her and the mother because the mother is Becky with the good hair who tried to give Jay-Z a blowjob. I want to see her and her
allegedly.
Well, okay, allegedly.
I want to see the trans influencer. I've been doing my research on her on Instagram. She's everything. Like, I'm very excited to see kind of where we go with this. I think, have we ever had a mainstream, like, has confessionals, not friend of, trans cast member on Bravo?
She's the first for Bravo. No, she's the first for Bravo. Okay. So, which I was happy about. I was like, that's exciting for her. But
so I am excited about that. Well, I think it's just because she is a beauty influencer. I'm more excited to see how we can take that beauty influencer thing and trans identity and like make it into something that, to be honest, it's hard because you want to call it special. And you want to say, like, we've never done anything like this before. But at the same time, for people like us, you want to be like, no, guys, this is just called normalcy. It's actually not special at all. And so it's hard because you want to put it up on a platform, but you also want to be like, you guys, there are so many amazing trans people that are just normal, living a day-to-day life, just still influencers, but also working in like the mailroom or PR or singers or act like there's so many other things that like we don't have to just focus on their transness. So although I do want it, I also kind of don't want it. I just want to be like, just be like a girl, a regular girl who just like happens to also come from a trans origin. Sure, easy.
We're not allowed to have that right now with Trump in office, unfortunately. Him and his Nazis will never let that happen and let their kids be exposed to that on TV. That's true. It would never happen, unfortunately, in the next 4 years. So I would love for it to happen because it's the same with gay men. I want there to be more shows about gay men, reality shows about gay men, or scripted shows about gay men, because it's also part of being normal as well. Gay men are very subject to be able to play one character on TV shows. And like I said, that was like the flamboyant snap your fingers and snap your neck type of roles. And there's masculine gay men everywhere. And there's gay men who don't act like that. And we're always subject to be a messy character. And I hate that for us. I really do. Because don't call me sis. Because that's every time I'm gay, hey sis, that's what they feel like we like to be called. Sis and girl. No, I have a big dick. Call me sir. I'm MrMarcusWhite. Sorry, Phillip. This is how I talk to JT. But that's the truth, Like, I just hate that. But, it's what it is.
I mean, honestly, like, that's... No, because I love the rapport like this because I'm all about, like why I will always show up for you, come back whatever episode it is, whatever you're discussing is that, like, yes, at our, like, core, we are like entertainment people, reality people, so on and so forth. But like really, like these are real ass issues. I hope there's someone out there listening somewhere that's like, you know what? I laughed. I cried about Selena. I learned something. You know what? It was a good episode. Like I got to go through all the heels. I got opinions. I got baby oil in an inflatable pool. I got things like we're leaving this episode stronger and smarter than we entered it, and that's great.
And the people do. The first season, I wasn't liked, and JT was more liked our first season. I had to tone it down because I was more mean, I guess. I don't know. Like I was telling JT, he was like pretty much always, people always liked him a lot because I used to always get bashed for anything I said on the show. And then we came back for our second season. I came back and I changed my demeanor. So now people like me. But they do take away a lot of things, especially when JT and I have heart-to-heart conversations, and we have real-life conversations too about, you know, electric bill or electricity being turned off or whatever we talked about before. But you know, and people do take away a lot of stuff from the show. So I'm happy that you like it though, Phillip. I really do. I like that.
I'm good. We can talk about.
I'm happy I didn't scare you the first time you came on.
It's gonna take a lot. I've literally been on television with no shape up for 3 weeks. I've done scarier things. Honestly, like
you didn't have a shape up for 3 weeks.
No barber, no nothing. I was angry. Everyone was like, what did you miss the most? Was it like the internet or social media? I was like, my hair. Literally, my barber, he started to watch the show and he goes, I couldn't watch after episode 3, dude. I was like, dude, I know. I'm with you.
I agree. You know, because a haircut is man's makeup. So
right.
I agree. I need one, but whatever. I never have a haircut for this damn ugly podcast. But that was a wrap for today's show. I want to say thank you to Phillip so much for coming on and joining us again. Before we go, Phillip, let us know how we can follow you and anything coming up that you want us to know about.
Sweet. Please hit me up on TikTok, Instagram. You can either find me there or Costco. That's literally the 2 places I'm at. Either
you said
Instagram
Costco?
or buying, or buying food. You can find me in one of those places. So P Solomon 12, PSOLOMON number 12, because I am born on New Year's Eve. That's how you'll remember it. So please hit me up. Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, I will be releasing fitness content, wellness content, whatever you need. Please go into the DMs. I answer it all.
Oh, I was feeling special. Now you answer everybody. God damn. I was feeling special. I was like, oh, we friends. Now you answer everybody?
Listen, I go into the requests twice a day and I respond. You come right up. Like you don't even go through the request. You just come right through.
I gotta follow Phillip now.
Do it. It's a mess. It's a shit show. The whole thing's a mess.
He has a lot of fitness workout videos. And
so he's all about my alley, so
right. Mine too, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Any closing thoughts, JT? Anything you want to get off your chest before we wrap up?
No, like I enjoy Phillip. You know, justice for Cassie. Who else did we cover?
Menendez Brothers.
Jail. Stay there. Tory. I don't care what the circumstances are. Humanity is humanity. I do hope he heals, and you know he is doing well. And yeah, and it's just that this was a good episode. I enjoyed both of you guys. You know, 2 kings along with another king. So. Yeah, and Phillip
all 3
again.
attractive people too. We all
very much so. I was saying that the whole time.
Yeah,
I was just like, bro, just good looking.
But we never have anyone ugly on the show. Well, was that one person? Never mind. But okay.
Oh, allegedly.
We usually don't.
No. Allegedly.
Nope. And you know who I'm talking about.
I actually don't. That's the sad part.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You know who is your friend.
Not your friend. Okay, everyone.
It's his friend.
Everyone at home, we gotta close this up. I'm sorry.
Phillip, thank you so much, man. I'm proud of you, all that you're doing. I love seeing anybody black on my TV with pretty white teeth. So I'm always rooting for you. I don't care what the circumstances are. They can say, you know, who you vote, Phillip. Phillip, he black. Why? He black. I'm rooting for everybody black. So yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. So yeah, that's our episode, guys.
That's our episode. Anyone listening, watching, thanks for rocking with us. If you like what you heard, subscribe to us. And we'll be next week with more commentary and more opinions on the comment section. So take care, everyone.